They ain't readied up. They ain't ready for the war.
They ain't got no choice. They in the middle of it. So you pick a
Mm-hmm.
team. Like these, because the fear and the shit wasn't working. Now they're trying to pull at our heartstrings. We're your friends and we're married. Now they're marrying us, and because it's not rape no more. Now we falling in love with them and stuff like that. And now they're romanticizing historic interracial relationships and shit. They're creating
Right.
interracial relationships that never existed and shit like that. We used to love our slaves. We used to make love to our slaves. We weren't raping them. Like,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure it wasn't.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
Sure.
my ancestor definitely
Yeah,
felt
yeah, yeah, yeah,
comfortable
yeah.
telling
Ask
you
Andrew
no.
Jackson.
Like,
Andrew, yeah, Andrew Jackson was the baby daddy to plenty of them.
like, could you imagine a white guy approaching an Aboriginal woman and giving his fetish advances and her saying, you're not my type.
I don't
Like,
like
do
pink
you
stuff.
really believe we were in love with y'all? Do
No
you
offense.
really
I don't like
believe
pink
that was
stuff.
romance that was happening? Or or does it dawn on you that women have a certain set of skills that we know how to fake a whole relationship just to fucking survive?
Yeah. Also, what I was going to say is, you already own us, right? So you feel like I'm your property and that you have rights to me. So you can do what you want to do with me, right? At will.
So if I say
That's how I love it.
no,
Right. If I say no, so you just gonna take it anyway.
right,
I'd rather
then
put
it's
up a
gonna
fight.
hurt
Right.
when I can just pretend like I like it.
Uh-huh.
Like, the fuck, and then I can have light skinned kids that can have a better life. And that's the fucked up part, that created that light skin, dark skin shit, but that it was fucking survive. Like, bro, we did everything to survive. It's like you
Mm-hmm.
said, like, you had people that was on both sides of the Civil War to
Mm-hmm.
survive. They saw our ancestors always saw the bigger picture. That's my
Mm-hmm.
biggest beef with our 3, 4 muddy generations right now that are existing at the same time right now, is the
Right.
fact that we don't see bigger pictures. Everything is little as fuck, bro. Mine says little in there. I gotta make money for me and my kids. The rent is due next month. So you only look at the next 30 days, nigga. You only look at Fridays, nigga.
Mm.
You don't see the lineage. You don't see the fact that your children are gonna be adults and have to interact with this shit.
It's fucked up, right?
That's what I
Right.
love about my
Get away
ancestors.
from that.
We so
Yeah.
fucking narrow minded. We'll go back in time and try to make their moves narrow.
Man,
No,
I be looking
don't
back like,
ever
damn, how the
disrespect our
ancestors
ancestors like
survive, yo, in this
that.
world.
Don't ever. They were so in tune. They were in tune with so much shit that you ain't even touch the shit they was in tune with yet.
Right.
We always saw the bigger picture. It's these little 3-second reels and shit. It makes people's vision smaller and smaller and smaller.
Right? Like you're not on the right path though, right? Like your
Right.
life is really fucked up. Like, damn.
It's
Mm-hmm.
wow. I love our ancestors so much. Oh my god, they have no idea the shit they did for me to be here with my sons right now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it's
love their
fucked up.
love, like the English language is retarded. That's why when I speak to them, I speak to them in sign. I wouldn't even disrespect them to speak to them in this tongue with this tone, with this voice box set up the way it's been trained. I would not dare. I sit in silence and I let my vibration speak.
Yeah, absolutely, sis. In fact, let's take a moment to reflect. 'Cause I've been moving around all day today, and I didn't get a chance to really pay homage until I reached that little farmers market up there.
Mm.
And just the cotton had just drawn me to it. Just be like, yo, my folks really damn did this shit. You know what I'm saying? They really did this shit.
They really did
Their
that
blood
shit.
was spilt on this shit, on this pure white damn shit right here that's coming from the earth, and their blood was shed and spilled for this shit.
They blood shed so much that it's certain areas of the world that's just permanently red at the
Mm-hmm.
soil, because that's how rich
Mm-hmm.
our blood is. It's been how
Mm-hmm.
many years and our blood is still in the dirt? Stop
Mm-hmm.
playing with me. Oh, we have been born from some beautiful souls. We have some beautiful motherships.
Indeed, we do.
They did that. And these motherfuckers got the nerve to coin a motherfucking national holiday to celebrate the day that they lied about our freedom as if we weren't always fucking free. We were always free. Because yeah, you may have had your little fun with our vessels, with the flesh, but we was always free. Why you pay attention to the hymns? You know, I know we don't like to go back to Christianity, but we was so fucking smart, bro. We put our shit. They gave us a slave Bible. All right, give us the slave Bible and watch us put our shit inside of it and make it look like we reading y'all fucking book, but in reality, we really still doing our shit.
Right.
Watch us make these songs, and y'all think we singing these beautiful fucking songs. Y'all over there swaying. Oh my god, I love the way anime sing that song.
Man,
And
our
we
spirit
really
is
talking
free
about we
from this
about to
shit.
fucking kill you. We really summoning the future children that's about to eat y'all asses. We summoning a war. We summoning an escape. We summoning souls and spirits while you over there swaying side to side, laughing and smiling with your stupid ass.
Yeah.
Like these niggas not smart, bro. They not smart, and they not the majority of nothing. They never been.
They've been liars.
That's why they gotta put everything on TV.
Liars, killers, thieves, rapists.
That's all they do. That's all they know how to do. That's all they know how to do. Fucking Iceman, savage ass niggas. That's probably why they mad at us though, because they had to live in ice for mad. Like I'd be a little hot too if I had to live in some ice. You know what I'm saying? Nothing grows here.
I mean, shit, they chose to be there. I mean, ain't like, did they drop out the sky and land there? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I gotta go back. I gotta read some more books because I really don't give a fuck about the motherfuckers.
There, you know what I'm saying?
I don't care about them. I don't. I guess I feel the same way about them as they do about us. Like we don't care. We care enough about y'all to learn about y'all on the level of art of war. I don't really care enough about them to like really be like, let me dissect you. Like, nigga, I feel your vibration and I'm very in tune with my intuition. I know what you are. I know that's someone like me walk in a room and you don't lock eyes with me, bro. It's always somebody with like see-through blue eyes. Don't never want to lock eyes with me, bro. I know why. Because you secretly, your soul knows who the fuck I am. I know who the fuck I am. I know how old I am. I know a lot of things. Them blue eyes don't like me. I ain't never met a set of blue eyes that like me yet. And you never will. And it's okay.
No, but the thing is that they try to walk around like we invisible and shit though. Like how you not see me? You know what I'm saying? Like I know you see me. They'll be beaming in that direction like they got tunnel vision, boy, and try
That's
so
that white
hard
space.
to concentrate on acting like they don't see you. That's the thing that they fucking do, and it should be so funny though. Like you try to avoid making eye contact with me, and avoid
so uncomfortable, so
acknowledging me.
You're gonna lock eyes with sunshine, bro. You're gonna let me look into that soul, because I'm gonna tell you who is, baby. They know. I've even had I had one person even tell me, like, bro, your eyes are rarely intense when you're looking at me. Yeah, because I know what I'm looking at. And while we're having this shallow dialogue, my spirit don't give a fuck about what you talking about, bro. I want you to feel how much I don't really like you. Like, I'm here to coexist. Okay? I don't even know why you thought it was okay to talk to me. Probably because I'm light skinned, but you got the wrong one, bro. I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark niggas.
Right.
But yeah, I don't be messing with these folks. They dumb. I wish our people would notice how dumb they were, because then they wouldn't spend so much time following these melanated coded NPCs that spend all day long talking about them all day. Let's do what the white people doing. What are the white people doing?
They follow them because that's the ones who have the larger influence, on the education system.
Does anybody ever ask why? Out of all the Aboriginals, Dr. Umar been doing shit for how many years? How come Dr. Umar don't got the same support and light as I was gonna say his name. I'm gonna say his name. 19 Keys. How come he don't get the same amount of energy?
I don't know why.
I know why.
I honestly don't know, sis.
Because he
I
keeps
fuck
up
with
that
Dr. Umar.
economic narrative. That economic narrative, that's not for us, bro. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And there's many different facets to it. And that's not, and to say, I won't say that shit not gonna work. It is gonna work. Everything that we do is gonna work. That's just not my preferred style. I know why you're being allowed to be seen, regardless of what your motivations are. It's because you're keeping up the economy.
Yeah,
the same shit niggas doing with the black business shit.
Building shit.
Black business,
it's non-threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's not threatening.
It's non-threatening. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. They say, "Oh, you need an economy, or you need money to fight a war."
That's not true.
This is, but they say it though. They say it.
Yeah. Right.
There was no finance for Somalia. There was no finance for Vietnam. There was no finance for Haiti. There was no finance for them tearing up the motherfucking streets after George Floyd. Who was financing that? Who was financing the March on Selma? All of the insurrections that happened, all of the demonstrations that quote unquote turned violent. Who was financing them?
Nobody.
There's no finance. So if you want finance, you want to be in a position where you become an overseer. So this is how you become accepted. You see what I'm saying? You become accepted. I don't fuck with neither one of those things. Neither one of them. You see what I'm saying? But I can give credence to trying to understand the psychology that exists. Our ancients wrote those books. They said exactly who the fuck these things were and not to go near them, not to mix with them, leave them in exile. This failed experiment that got casted out of the Garden of Eden. They went into the land of Nod. This shit's written.
It's Obatala. He
right there.
In charge of making the humans, and then he made some fucked up ones. He's all doing
to call that human is disrespectful to its maker.
Mankind. My bad. You're right.
Yeah. So that right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, so even to call it a beast. Even to call it an animal is disrespectful to the animals.
Right. You see they don't even respect the animals.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing. And our ancestors wrote these books to warn us. I mean, they put them together. They canonized them and start pushing them around. But these was messages like, fam, like we fucked up doing this shit. Don't do the same dumb shit we did. Stop trying to save them. And every motherfucker try to put a Jesus thing on and come try to save them. Fall of America versus the torchlight of America. All of this bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, like you bugging out with that. But there's a part of us that has to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
There's a part of us that has to learn that lesson. And if we don't learn a lesson from history, we're doomed to repeat it. But while everybody was doing all of this fucking shouting and hooting and hollering, guess what's legal in California? Pedophilia.
Yeah, the man-boy law.
This was on 35 state constitutions.
Why gotta be gay pedophilia though?
Slavery. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, like, pedophilia just still ain't right.
I mean, it's not right, but like, why do we have to go there? Like, we skipped the whole step, nigga.
Because they want depth, sis. They want depth. So they want pedophilia and they want depth. So you know what?
What'd you say? I heard a dog. Oh, what'd you say?
Do you know what's written in 35 state constitutions?
35
slavery.
Constitutions? Oh yeah, because if you get arrested.
So while everybody was hooting and hollering and celebrating and it was Wakandaing forever, this is what the fuck was going on in November. That's why the movie came out in November. You see what I'm saying? Like, so they was hooting and hollering. They was like, oh, ain't no such thing as a woman king. And then, oh, Black Adam. And then by the time they got to November, this shit passed. So 35 states have slavery in their constitution. 35 states. So you ain't got to go to your ancestors to pick no cotton, then you get locked the fuck up in Texas. Your ass is picking fucking.
You gonna be over there making license plates, sis.
You ain't making no license plate. You picking fucking cotton in Texas. In the same state
Texas,
that everybody is talking about, how they be dealing with Juneteenth. In the same state, like all of this shit is happening still right now. Oh, we forgot about the fucking purge law that was supposed to be happening in Chicago and Illinois. And come this January that just passed. Yeah. So now your favorite, what you call them, melanated NPCs, they're not running around talking about none of that shit. They're not talking about pedophilia. They're not talking about trafficking and all this other shit that's really plaguing us. They're not talking about that because economics sounds safe because it's a fucking pipe dream. And they control the economic system and the financial system. They can tell you it's a recession and you respond to it. They can tell you, oh, there's a coin shortage. We taking exact change. Oh, they can tell you we're not taking no paper money. You got to use your card. Oh, this crypto, they can't trace it. There's nothing that they can do. Now they all over this shit. You
That's
running
what I
your
was
fucking
saying.
mouth out here. It's all of the same game.
See, like I never want to be a hater, but I come off as a hater a lot because a lot of shit that the majority go for, I don't go for it. Like I always smell it. And then when it come out, it's like people still under the spell so deep that it's not even coming out to them. It's just like it's just coming out to people like us. But like, bro, I've been told people about like them cryptocurrency leaders and the melanated NPCs and cryptocurrency because like they always come, oh, you want to be ahead of the curve, you want to be ahead of the white people. So you basically got intel on what they about to do, and you telling your people to fall in line ahead of time so they'll be ready for Fed now. It'll automatically be put in their algorithm. Like, bro, we already knew they was going to do this. You already ahead of it. You good. That's what a slave driver does. You're a fucking slave driver, bro. You are. Unless you're talking about creating your own complete different currency. Like, these people be talking about creating currency, but to creating currency to stay infiltrated. Why would you do that?
When they was working in the shadows, it was untraceable. Now you're running around on the internet telling people about it. Of course, they're like, "Oh yeah, we got all of that."
Yeah, you're right. Whoever this is, domesticated John, the economic system doesn't work because it doesn't follow the laws of currency. It doesn't because they're fucking stupid. They don't understand the spells that they speak. That's why when you have that awakening and you realize the words that you've been speaking upon yourself, and you realize how goofy they sound. Yeah, a lot of these motherfuckers don't even know that shit. It's your ancestors waking you up, telling you, you know what? You're giving these people too much credit. You really think that some of this stuff they intentionally did? They didn't do that shit intentionally. It just fell that way, and you fell into it. They're not that smart. You giving them too much smarts that they don't have. These niggas dressed like Indians and threw tea in the water because of tax. These the bitches we dealing with, bro. And they're proud of that. They're proud of that. Right. Meanwhile, we're scalping motherfuckers, eating their hearts out with our fists. We're sharpening our nails to the point where I can pull your voice box out your throat. And y'all don't want to talk about that because that's demonic. That's something to be scared of. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's definitely something to be scared of. For them, not you, stupid. Like, come on.
So even with the term black meaning death for who? What did that mean? Why did they adopt it? Why did they adopt it? You understand? You want to see some civilized devils? Walk outside in the nighttime. You think they're not looking at you in the daytime? Forget about that shit in the nighttime.
For real.
Because this is why they came out with shit like Knight Rider. You see what I'm saying? Because they were the Knight Riders before they was the Clan.
They the moon people.
This was the fucking spinning. They do this shit back and forth. You see what I'm saying? They had the Jim Crow South where you couldn't look a white motherfucker in the eye. Now they can't look you in the eye. You see what I'm saying? So the straight facing, all of that shit, the laughing barrels, all of those things that were happening, now it's looking like it's happening in reverse. You see what I'm saying? So that white man's burden movie shit that they came the fuck out with, they living in it, but they living in it under that guise. You see what I'm saying? So there's a bunch of this stupid shit that's going on, and we giving credence and like you saying, to a bunch of this dumb shit, like this numb shit. I don't even want to call it dumb. It's numb.
Can we name a white inventor? Do you know any? Because I don't.
So if we said we went from dumb shit to numb shit, you do just the same reaction. You don't feel anything. You don't think about it. It doesn't matter what you do because you're numb. You see what I'm saying? You're numb. You don't know what detriment is happening. You get some Novocaine, you're numb. You get some pain relievers, some muscle relaxers. You're shutting down this natural early warning detection device called your body, called your central nervous system. That's a miracle. That's telling you that something is wrong in your body and you need to check it out. You need to find a remedy for the ailment, not something to suppress it. So you got an aspirin, you got a Tylenol, all of these things. After a while, they begin to erode your body because it's foreign to your body. This is why you have adverse reactions. Your body is there to protect itself optimally, and you're fighting against your body. You're fighting against your body. You're fighting against your natural body's way to rid itself of these ailments. You don't want a headache. You don't want a toothache. You don't want no kind of pain whatsoever. So you block it. And then all of a sudden, you just fall the fuck out and transition because all of your pain receptors, all of these blockages, all of these things that are there, you're no longer going to the earth for your remedy. And so now your body get returned back to the earth. And the remedy is getting you the fuck up out of here. Because you're no longer used in this state that's unnatural. So, yeah, this is just bug the fuck out.
It is. And you're absolutely right. If we ignore them and live by our nature, they will be gone. They'll die. We literally feed them. I'm so happy that is it specifically Mexicans or just South Americans altogether? I'm so fucking happy they doing that shit in Florida. I hope they never come the fuck back. Because how dare y'all for decades upon decades, make these individuals the butt of y'all jokes because y'all really scared of us. Y'all really scared of the deeper melanin because y'all know the blacker the berry, you gonna get your ass beat. So instead of y'all going for, our chocolate people, y'all turned around and went for them or whatever. And y'all been picking at them. Y'all had y'all politicians call them rapists and they this and they that, boop, boop, bob. They ridiculed them. Then you had ICE and immigration, been splitting up families. They kept them children in fucking their jails. I don't care what the fuck. The little special, their jails, dirty jails, and whatever, doing any and everything to these children. And then you want them to stay around and keep building your houses and working your farms and shit. You can eat a whole dick. I'm so proud of them. And I hope y'all never come back. I hope y'all learn to put that energy in creating your own space. Create your own fucking space. Invade that space if you have to. Squat the shit out of that space if you have to. That's what we all should be doing. That's what we all should be doing as melanated folks on a collective realm. It don't got to be all of us together at once. But if you find your tribe, because it used to be like, good 50, 30,000 of us in one tribe. You find your tribe, you find your group of people, and y'all collectively move as a unit. Every drop of water creates a wave. You feel me? I hope they never come back. I hope y'all build beautiful fucking houses and amazing farms on y'all land. Don't feed these motherfuckers no more. And if you gotta starve out black people, then starve them out too, because shame on you, black person, at this point in time of the game to not learn how to grow your own food and hunt your own shit and still expect other people to feed you. We ain't there. We're not there. We never really were there. We should have never been there. That's why we have all this shit that runs in your family. That shit don't run in your family. You know what runs in your family? Eating fake shit. Putting pollution and poison on your skin. Ingesting it and shit. That's what runs in the fucking family. So, my coddling spirit is gone because I performed juju music twice today. So I don't feel bad for anybody in this moment because you know better and you don't want to do better. That's on you. That's on you. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I don't care what you claim. It's on you because you know what to do at this point. And you're just choosing not to because you want to stay in your matrix space of comfort. And that's cute. Stay there. Stay there. See where it takes you. And then let me know. I want to know where it takes you. But we know better. We know better. You make my dog bark. It's a scream.
The black woman's alive.
Return the fugitives from American justice, including the return of the cop killer, Joanne Chesimard.
Flashback to the Turnpike 73. Cop shot on the floor. Who's the culprit aside of Shakur? First they attack the Panthers, then drop COINTELPRO papers with all these questions and then subtract the answers. These females think they got it hard, then result of dancing. Imagine being America's most wanted like Charles Manson. The epitome of a goddess, facing a murder rap, railroaded on all the charges. First they took her freedom in the hospital, shot up, still bleeding. Took her to the precinct for a lineup. Your Honor, wasn't interested in the facts, just the fact that the officer was white and she was black. When the trial was a rap, she was pregnant by a co-defendant. They put the gun to her stomach while a baby in it. Don't need another leader, they ain't wanna feed her, hoping she miscarried. That was the pig's manners. All along she had another plan, show the strength of a queen that's from the motherland. All praises, she ended up in Cuba, no extradition. Black woman, you need to listen. Yeah. The black woman's alive. The black woman's alive. The black woman's alive.
Every time I went delving deeper into the history of African people and the history of the world, which is the history of African people, I always bumped into the black woman. There was no way to get around the black woman in this whole process.
The black woman is God. She birthed man like blackness through the stars. When the creator made her, a portal opened in time. Now we manifest reality through a womb that's divine. It was prophesied that birth she'd be a leader. Umbilical, wrapped around her neck, call her Nzinga. Queen of Ndoga, queen of Matamba, kingdom of Mbundu, people of Angola. Ruler like a father, she serious with the combat. Slavery was poppin', she made the Portuguese fall back. Play her like she kiddin', she bring it to where you all at. Turned a servant into a throne so she could talk facts. Pressure made her brother commit suicide. That's when she stepped up like it's do or die. Whatever to unify, never deal with cowards do. Mover of the generals, the black woman is powerful.
Yeah. The black woman's alive. 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 Yeah. The black woman's alive. The black woman's alive. The black woman's alive.
Now, I'm sure that most of you know the old story about the astronaut
The black woman's alive.
who went far out into space and was asked on his return whether he had been to heaven and seen God. And he said yes. And so they said to him, well, what about God? And he said,
Introduce yourself, let them know what it's about,
Okay.
what you represent.
I'm Ramona Africa, Minister of Communication for the MOVE organization. I am the sole adult survivor of the May 13th, 1985 government bombing and murder of my family. I am a representative of the International Concerned Family Friends of Mumia. I'm a former political prisoner. I did 7 years in prison for surviving that massacre. But most importantly, I am a revolutionary disciple of John African, News founder. And I don't hesitate or back up or apologize for saying I am a revolutionary.
Bunch of fake followers, that's not the move. But from the solid type, I'm approved. Stuff for who I'm comfortable. What I got to prove? Zach tried to warn me. Most were not before me. Won't like it or post a comment, but they watch his story. Might be yanking sleep, but they eyes beyond me. Won't believe till I'm on that podcast with Nori. Or Flash TV, next to Lazette BP. Envy ran me like Cedar God and Angela Yee. And got a nerve to tell me keep working. Like I don't know, they hope I fool. Keep lurking. Creating my own ways, keep surfing. Spitting pain is a layup like G. Gervin. Big play for lyricism returning. So many accolades, Pete earned them. I came and said it, tell them lay embedded. Just had my money straight, I ain't taking debit. They ain't gotta like me long as they respect it. And the ones that fronted on me know that they regret it. I'm making way more noise than they expected. Control the game while they the contestants. Legendary King P's, and I'm here to make it great for MCs. Again, I chose to make a lane before I played the game. So never in jeopardy to gain a name. I knew the sun would shine for all the days of rain. I wish everybody would. Can y'all say the same? Unify, die, unify, die. Let's build each other up instead of crucify. Unify, die, unify, die. The best is yet to come, follow the signs. Some just had the skill and some don't. Some will and some won't. But who am I to judge? Well respected and connected, making moves, but I done plug. Westbrook flows and boots, I drop a triple dub. They hoping I lose, but they know how I move. Stand on my lonely, letting nothing hold me, showing I prove. Shine bright, me and this mic tight like Smokey and Q. Stick together, these peasants don't want no smoke, keep it cool. Please advise them, stop imitating, I see them jotting. City on my back in this way, and I need no proxing. Lanes hanging they self, no need to mop them. Ain't fading PZ, ACDC, I keep it rocking. Grew up in the time when they was junior black mobbing. I was on the stoop wildin', bumping Coochie rap bobble. For the rise, I see it vivid. Up the top, no need to script it. On my grind of reaching ticket planes and stopping me, forget it. Jewel dropper, solid as a rock, I move proper. Got true honor, my word is my bond. Superb with wordplay, I ain't got a curse when I rhyme. Number for me, none to come. First of my kind, can't spin me with a 360. You put way too many hours in. Time to strip in the city. Babies need empowerment. Hurt me staying bottled in. Murder rate towering. The game been in need of relief. Is you following? I chose to make a lane before I played the game. So never in jeopardy to gain a name. I knew the sun would shine for all the days of rain. I wish everybody would. Can y'all say the same? Unify, die, unify, die. Let's build each other up instead of crucify. Unify, die, unify, die. The best is yet to come, follow the signs.
Is that my baby Yoda?
You know what it is.
You know, you made my dog bark again. He likes the bomb.
Outside.
You like the bomb?
He like the ball.
Girl, look at
We'll do
him.
it again though.
You're like a big ass baby. All right, Mom. All right.
I want to shout out Philly's own real quick. Undomesticated John. You understand? Y'all go follow the God on YouTube. She on every Friday, I believe. Dropping her jewels and her science over
trying to
there.
pull his sir. We ain't like that.
You see, she been all in the comments, commentizing, okay?
Right.
Commentizing over here.
I appreciate you for the dialogue.
So make sure y'all check out that channel. Go subscribe. Go subscribe right now. Okay, it's only a few stations left. They're getting saturated, and everybody want to be what you call a melanated NPCs out here. Okay, so they disrespecting you.
Yeah.
Trying to turn you into drug addicts and every fucking thing else out here. So it's a few way stations that's left that's still telling the truth. That our elders used to say, think while you still can, while it's still legal.
Right.
Yep.
It's probably illegal now already.
Oh yeah, it's definitely illegal now because like whatever you say, whatever you think about in the privacy of your home, you go on Facebook. Facebook like, we heard you, cuz.
Yeah, it's not part of our
eventually certain conversations is gonna get you. You're gonna wake up blocked on Facebook because it was like, we heard what you said. That's against community standards. You're not gonna be allowed on Facebook.
You
have better
remember when we used to turn our
conversations over
phones
there. Like it's happening. It's coming.
Remember when we used to power off our phones?
Yeah.
Now we keep our phone on all night though.
We leave the TV on all night. Everything
the
stays
microphone
plugged up
is
and
left
listening and
on.
watching.
You know, your private conversations are always being heard, recorded, and suggested when you go on Google now. What?
Shit, your dreams is being recorded and ingested because people are sleeping with their phones under their pillow.
Oh yeah, I gotta
they
keep that
catching
thing
your dreams out here.
Mm-hmm.
They hear what you say
turn
in
off
your
my
sleep.
phone. I probably can turn off my phone now, though. I can turn it off.
I just watched that new Black Mirror season.
Yeah, I watched that joint.
No,
you see that joint, that new Black Mirror joint.
Black Mirror.
And they told
the Black Mirror,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
they
that
told the devil like
you.
They said you're not even the real such and such. You're not even the real Joan. Like you a fake Joan.
Mm-hmm.
So the fake Joan was riled up thinking about her life. Like, nah, you the fake life too. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they was talking that terms and conditions situation. What you call that shit earlier? Sunshine legalese. That's the real legalese.
Yep. And the concept of a black mirror, Roxy brought that to my attention. Like these black screens, they like the phone is off, but that's what a black mirror do, don't it? Right. It make it look like you're looking at yourself, but you're not. They still looking at you.
Right.
It's the same thing as having a regular mirror. They say, covering your mirrors at nighttime, you should be covering these mirrors too.
Yes.
These the ones that really need to be covered because they're mirrors with spells in them constantly, consistently, and they're organized behind them. There's quartz in there.
And the audacity. They went through the whole shit right in front of your face. Right in front of your face. Like right in front of your face. Like, yeah, no. When you do this,
this is your device. This is your pyramid.
You signed up for the streaming service and you gave us permission to use this. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the terms and conditions and all that. Because y'all remember when last year my research question, one of them was, does the hip hop industry owe black people reparations? So I got some hip hop artists to come on, and people was like, nobody made them sign them contracts and all this and blah 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 and this, right? I was like, yeah, about that. Let's look at that for a second. I was like, do you have a cell phone? Yes. You signed the contract. You got a job? You signed the contract. Did you take it to a lawyer? Did you take the cell phone contract to a lawyer? Did you take the job application for the job and position that you wanted so bad? No. Did you take it to a lawyer? Did you consult a lawyer?
No.
I said, no, we mad deep. Our chakras is aligned. Jesus' address, blood type, phone number, and all that shit. And we get into a car accident and it's time to go to court. Where we going? To a lawyer. Right? So, like, these games you playing, or some of us, all of us ain't going to a lawyer, but some of us, you see what I'm saying? Like, if you signed a lease to rent somewhere, if you signed a mortgage contract,
You sign anything as a contract.
All of that shit is a contract.
The bind.
And you talking about these children that they poached at 16, 17, 18 years old, 14, 15 years old, that they had custodians over who ain't know nothing about no damn music industry, no entertainment industry, no hip-hop industry. They came with some dollars and some cents. So the dollars made sense, and they sent themselves away into perpetuity. Biggie been dead since 1997. Biggie been dead since 1997. Okay, he just had a concert. Yes,
right.
And they showed that shit on Black Mirror that the people was going in the last one that they showed before they did the Bandersnatch one, where the sister who's playing Letitia Wright, the sister who's on Black Panther as the scientist, you know, the techno genius over there. She went to the museum to free her father and to burn down the fucking museum that had her father in there, where people was coming from all around the world to electrocute him, to put him in the he's in the electric chair. Mm-hmm. They got his consciousness and they're electrocuting him for sport. People are coming to see that live. So her mother's in her consciousness, guiding her to this place, and she burns that shit to the fucking ground. So are these people actually gone? You see what I'm saying? Like you see how many of these white things are with these Biggie lyrics? Because we was talking about Biggie and Tupac, all of this. You see what I'm saying? Like they just popping up with this shit. Like they make you look dangerous and then show you harmless before the world. Show you penniless before the world. Show you powerless before the world. And you just subject it. And you know that young man, George Steiner, was electrocuted as a teenager. Not even as a teenager, as a preteen. They had to put him on a booster seat to execute him. So what message is that sending? The same message that Tamir Rice was playing in front of a community center and he was dead before the fucking police car stopped. Emmett Till was killed for whistling and the fucking dog lied. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So these are the instances that are coming out here. Like, it don't sink into our minds about how comfortable they have become playing in the face. So they ain't gonna look you in the face, but they're playing your fucking face. That game, knockout contact, that's happening around with us, used to be us with them.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. When I was a young teenager running around, that's what the fuck knockout contact was. So with the things that we were doing, we did it to them. We went to their neighborhoods and took their shit. It was all that kind of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now we're looking at these things. We didn't do that to us unless you was in violation. If you did something, somebody came to see you. But if you was regular, nobody did nothing to you. So where's the community standards that we talk about on fucking Facebook and social media and all this other? Where's the penalty for the violation of our fucking community standards? For the violation of our women, for the violation of our children, for the violation of our ability under this Constitution to life, liberty, and pursuit of fucking happiness.
We gotta penalize them. We can't wait on them to penalize
them. Won't they go to war? Won't they orchestrate some shit to make up a war to go fight for this life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness that they talking to fucking about?
No, not for us. Hell no.
But I'm saying, won't they go to war? And they're not even alive. Like,
that means another civil war, right?
Let's go.
That means another civil war, right?
That would be another world war. You know how many people will pull up for a Black American? Listen, we don't know your motherfucking power. Let me tell you how we don't know. You know how many people is waiting for us to unite so they could pull the fuck up? You know how many people don't like these motherfuckers? They know they dumb. They waiting for us. Like, bro, get it together.
They waiting.
You know how many people from different cultures hit me up, calling me queen and goddess, and letting me. They be trying to tell me about myself, baby. I know who I am. I know how old I am. But thank you. I'm gonna take that. Listen, listen, it be people from like that Middle Eastern era, like, you are a god. I want to like worship you. What can I do to help you? Do whatever you gotta do.
Be on the front lines of the war, the revolution.
And they will be. They're waiting on us. They will be. They will be. That's how they feel about the Aboriginal woman. We are it to them. So if we go on the front line now, if we really did that shit and united on some real shit, it's so many countries that will pull up for us. They are waiting on us. But I don't know what's going on. I don't have an answer.
Niggas,
because there are people out here that know better. That's the thing. It's so many people out here that have known better for decades.
Yeah, there's a lot of
them. Like, what's being done besides chatting?
They still planning it with their homeboys.
Bits to chat.
They still planning it with their homeboys. They still making plans at the round table. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got up from the round table yet.
How many decades we gonna do that?
Shit, 20 more.
It's like we're addicted to the throat chakra. Mm-hmm. It's the overactivity and the masculine energy of the throat chakra. Like, it gotta be more.
It's gotta be the women at the round table now. That's the energy we on now. We're moving back into the feminine energy. So
we gotta come back to the womb, the nines, the creation. Right. Because that's what needs to happen. We do not chat. I don't want to chat no more.
No, we're making the move.
I want to wake up in the reality of what it is we chatting about.
That's why we having these conversations now. You know what I'm saying? Because we about to do this shit. We preparing for it to move forward. Mm-hmm. We ain't sitting at the round table no more. We done. We done talking.
Like when I want to say it was George Floyd, but it was a lot of different instances when the cops were shooting, our babies out here.
They called for their mother, right?
All the countries in Africa. Did you see how they was going hard for us over there?
Because they cried out for
these niggas don't want war. I promise you, if we come together and we say, yeah, it's wartime now, because bro, stop playing with me. Don't make my horns come up. Don't make my horns come up.
Wasn't another guy who called out for his mama too? They calling out for the fucking mamas. They ain't calling for the daddies and shit. It's time for the mothers to come and bring.
That's why they always blame us. It's the mom's fault. Mom. It's I know it's annoying, goddesses. I know it's annoying. But it is. It is us. We're the Amazons. We the originals. You feel me? We got to take our place. They mad at us because we're not taking our place. They just not expressing it correctly. They making it about hair and nails and relationships and how messy we've gotten because we've gotten sucked in our emotions off of Walt Disney and shit. We fucked up. It's okay. I fucked up terribly. It's okay. Well, we got shit to do, ladies. We got some shit to do. And we know what we got to do. We wake up every morning with it sitting on our shoulders. I know women that are still in the matrix and and they still know. They still fucking know better. They wake up every morning like, even as successful as I am, I still fucking know better. So it's really time for us to sit in our space. It really is. It's just so much energy pushing us to that.
Is the resistance stronger or the acceptance?
I mean, I think it's it depends on how you want to look at it, but it really is the adamancy of staying in comfort, of indoctrinated comfort. Because not real comfort is what you've been indoctrinated that it is. So by you staying in that, you are moving in a line of resistance to the natural currency of things. You're moving out of an alignment. You're in the wrong Pisces fish in the age of Pisces right now, as we are on the cusp of Aquarian energy. You know that 29 degree is very, very difficult space. You better pick what fish you is as we get into the space of knowing. Because when we get from that belief to officially knowing, like we juicy in the cardinal Aquarius energy, it's going to be hard. It's going to be so hard.
Which fish you going to choose?
Which fish you going to choose? One fish, two fish, red and blue fish. Yeah, I'm going to come out with that, John. Yeah, we do. We need to create a plan so the men can force it. And I think that we need to do it not on social media near Black mirrors. That's what I think. That's what I feel. That's what I know.
Nah, you gotta meet up in the vault, somewhere.
The lakes of Minnetonka. We have to be in the water while we're communicating. A whole very intentional experience has to
We gotta
happen.
have a whole off to war, sending off to war ceremony and shit.
We gotta have a
Rites of
goddess
passage and all
where
that.
we really sit at a round table and we have to
send their asses to the war or to the cemetery, one or the other.
I mean, shit. If that's sacrifice, we're willing to make.
I mean, it's already being made.
Yeah,
What I know about war is either war unites or divides the people.
Yeah.
90% of the time it unites the people. 10% of the time it divides them. It's North and South Korea, but war united Korea. Fuck with them now. North and South Vietnam.
Yeah.
Fuck with them now. Tribalism always exists. Tribalism always exists. You're going to rep, from one house to the next, especially in famine. This is why in the feast time, the storehouses was shored up for famine time. So you won't forget who your brother is. You see what I'm saying? You won't forget who your brother is and your sister is, because if you're starving, the king is up for grabs. You understand what I'm saying? Right. The king is up for grabs. So the king was the king in time of feast, but he was suspect in times of famine. So if you couldn't feed the people during the famine time, then your ass was deaded when it came back time for abundance. That's how it worked. So when you operating in that space, when you're looking at war, a war will bring warring nations together against a common enemy. So them other people that's waiting in the wings to pull up, I don't fuck with that. There's no such thing. If they waiting for us to come together, they're gonna decimate us along with them after we get done with the common interest of the enemy. North Vietnam and South Vietnam was beefing, and they said our beef was put aside. We got ghost-like terrorists parachuting into our land. And then they went to their Tekkens and they looked on their Tekkens and they saw these ghost-like figures seeking to take over their land and kill their people. So in the midst of the conflict that's going on, they got people on loudspeakers telling them that they can't kill you, and if you die, you go straight back to the realm of your ancestors. And they was on these little leaves where it took a 5-foot Vietnamese 7 bullets for one to fall from an M16. That's 5.56 millimeter rounds. So if you got a magazine or a clip that holds 20 bullets and you were scared out of your mind, you got somebody coming at you with an AK-47 with a bayonet on it, and they're charging at you, and you shot them, and you know you hit them. It's not just what nature provides, it's what their nature provides. They're charging at you with this bayonet to kill you. You see what I'm saying? That's a different space to be in. So nobody's together like, hey, we need to get our economics in order. Oh, we need to get our spiritual systems in order. Fuck that. We got terrorists parachuting on our land, and they're dividing us. They're being divisive. They're playing with us. So the difference between North Vietnamese and the South Vietnamese was nothing. You was the difference. So they said in the reports, when the brothers was firing at them, they had to duck. That's how they knew, because we was looking to take heads off. And what happened was the Soul Brothers, they was like, yo, we don't got no beef with y'all. We lured them into a trap. Right. Soul Brother, go home is not your war. Why did they say that? Oh, because some black folks came over there and was talking to them. After they left South America, that's why the shit happened with South America. Oh, they left and went to Vietnam, and then they went to Africa. So now, if you look at that time and space period, you had a space where there was a safe haven in South and Central America. And then if you look at Vietnam, who kicked everybody's fucking ass that came over in there. And not then you look at Africa, all simultaneously happening at the same time. And then what happened? Propagandists, neo-colonialism set into all of these places where you start looking from one, tribe versus the other tribe. They reintroduced the tribalism. Oh, that shit happened in Iraq. That shit happened in Afghanistan. You see what I'm saying? They put the shit with the tribes. They said, oh, the Taliban is evil. 20 years before that, they said the Taliban was eventually going to take over Afghanistan, and they wanted to put a place in place for them to have a seat on the council, for them to have ruling, controlling power of Afghanistan. Who control Afghanistan? Whoever the fuck that they put in power. The same shit for Iraq, whoever the fuck they put in power. So we can't fall asleep with the illusion of inclusion with any other world nation who got a stake other than controlling power and interest in this place, which means our people, which means our mind. We can't fall for the trick bag again.
We pulled that trick bag too. When the Moors was like, hey, busy guys, we'll help you out.
Yeah.
Show us all your war plans. We'll show you how to enhance them. The pendulum always falls. Always goes back.
And we gotta atone for that shit too. That's the part. We gotta atone for the betrayal and our complicit compliance in regards to our own destruction, particularly amongst Black women. How long we gonna fail as Black men? How long we gonna fail? How long we gonna be the betrayers? How long we gonna be co-conspirators with our fucking enemies against our women and our children and against our own interests and against our future? How long we gonna do that dumb shit? For fool's gold, for interorientation, for likes and follows and shares and YouTube checks. How fucking long are we gonna do this betrayal, this deceptive ass foolishness that we passing on from one generation of Black men to young Black men? How long are we gonna herald these detractors and distractors with this bullshit, gender war against each other? You see what I'm saying? How long are we gonna do that? How long are we gonna champion that? How long
this shit soon gonna fall though. This whole all that.
Yes.
And then that's another thing.
It already fell.
It don't last long.
It don't last. And a lot of these little avatar accounts aren't real. So they'll add to the numbers to make you think 5 million people like this status of this girl saying how awful men are. 5 million people did not like that shit. That was the fucking system that's built to create this reality for you to think that women don't like you. And we fucking love this shit out. We be letting the brokest of niggas sleep on our couches. You hear me?
I know that was on that bullshit. When
y'all.
I was like, hold
that
up.
Shit is bullshit. Same shit.
I find fake ass friends on my damn friends list all the time. I know I ain't never had these, but I ain't had these motherfuckers.
Sierra got a whole set.
I ain't had that shit there.
Exactly.
They be adding them fake ass friends on my damn account, and I
all the time. All the time.
I ain't had these people up on here. Ain't no way I added whoever the hell this is with this fake ass profile picture.
And then they feed you images that somebody probably didn't even make. It's probably not even a post by a real person. And it's funny, you know what's real? They show you the technology they use to trick you in an entertaining way to now you feel, oh, look at the special effects I can do in my TikTok video. Look at
metaverse.
I can make my mouth look like it's saying this, but it's not. That's what they're doing to people's videos to make it seem like in your reality, nobody fucking wants you. Nobody likes you. People are out to get you. And for some people, they really fall into that because they ain't got nothing else going on. So they just sit on social media. Like that is all like, hey, pieces. That is all like propaganda, straight like crazy shit. But like I was saying, Sierra is a beautiful example. Thank you. She's a beautiful example. Sis got a whole zaddy. She got a whole step zaddy over there, living her best life. Ain't gonna turn around and make a song like, this is for the women that don't need no niggas.
Right,
What?
right.
I need all of them. I need the ones that don't belong to me. I need the ones over there. I need them over there. What? No, we're not doing it. And then when the song didn't work out that she did by her old ass self, she gonna turn around and make a song with the rappers of today. All them girl, I don't know them. I don't give a fuck about them. She gonna turn around and add them to the song. Oh well, now I'm gonna make the song with a bunch of 22-year-olds. This one for the niggas. This one for the girls that don't need. Like that don't make it no better, girl. You at home with a whole husband telling these little girls to make a song with you about not needing men, and then like oh, it's supposed to be empowering. Da da da. If it's empowering, make it about empowering. It's not about oh, you don't need a man. It's about you're beautiful. You're a goddess. You're amazing. You're outstanding.
I think everybody caught a whip of that shit when Sierra came out with that. Like, sis, that don't even make no sense. You not
that don't. She don't make no sense, and she's still a goofy regular and remix is still stupid. I said what I said.
You know what? Maybe that's why Future loved her.
That's why she loved Future. That's why he has a baby by her, because she liked that shit. She liked that toxic shit. She bored over there with a man that's healthy.
Oh yeah, because now she's been busting out loose lately in her drawers and shit, right? She be in the panties and stuff now lately. You know what I'm saying? Twerking on the car. She seen that video when she was twerking on the car or whatever.
Somebody must have told her she was old or something. I don't fucking know. But reality is we love y'all. We need y'all. And for the women that lack confidence and a protection from the absence of fire, let me tell you, I'm a Leo rising. All right.
Me too.
I don't give a fuck. Ask anybody at the MSTA 11-1, do you know who Sunshine is? They're gonna look at you and smile because I don't give a fuck. If I need a man for something, not only am I gonna send you a long ass monologue, it's gonna be a voice message monologue so you can feel me, since you didn't want to answer the fucking phone. And that's if they don't answer the phone. I'm gonna tell you about your stuff, and then I'm gonna tell you what I need you to do and why you're gonna do it for me. That's how I move. That's how I've always moved. If I need a man for something, I need a man for something.
Exactly.
That's it. That's it. That's who Sunshine is. So it's not about lacking confidence from the protection man. It's the fact that I have the confidence in myself to go get it if I need it. Right. I have so many men in my phone. You don't want to answer my call? Bet. Don't answer my call. You know what I mean? Men I got my phone call, bro, that love me, that I love. And it's not even romantic. It's not sleeping. It's not it's nothing like that. I love them and they love me. And if I need something done, it's going to get done. And there are some men that came into my space and thought they was going to be hard-headed in my space. And they either got out my space or they got with the fucking program.
Right.
Because I have the confidence in me to get what I need. It's not about them. And that's how we have to move. And that's how they're looking for us to move. Honestly, that's why they mad at us. My mom raised me and she Yeah, because you lack the confidence, because you was like, I can't be your daddy and I don't have this, I don't have that, or and because you did that, you created this space. You created this space around your child, and now they have this energy about women. Because you the first woman. So you are I know you are one woman, but you are women to your son. You're not a woman, you are women. Okay? I need you to know that. So how you address masculine energy, how you carry your confidence in a space of masculine energy, it fucking matters. I don't care if it's your son, your cousin, your dad. I don't care. I text my dad on Friday because I told my son because my son wants to hang out with my brother. They're the same age. Don't talk about it. Anyway, they want to hang out. And, I kept telling him, text my dad. And then I'd be like, you want me to text my dad? My kids be like, no, you ain't gotta do it. Cause y'all know I'm crazy. Everybody know I'm crazy. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I texted my dad on Friday. And the first thing my dad said was, things been going crazy. I'm gonna come get Zeke. Everybody knows how I am. You know what my dad calls me? My mom calls me Sunshine. My dad's nickname for me is Worm. Okay. You know why it's Worm? Because when I was little and I didn't have my way, I used to throw the temper tantrums. I was the temper tantrum kid. I did the worm on the floor. So my nickname is Worm. When I go over there, everybody, big worm. It's funny. But I'm the adult version of Worm. Okay? I don't go on the floor and squirm and do that. I'm not disrespectful. I ain't going to do none of that. I'm not disrespectful because I love men. You have no idea how much I love y'all. I'm not disrespectful, but trust and believe. Don't make Big Worm come out. You better have what I need, Smokey, because I asked kindly. And do you not have access to my feminine energy on a regular basis when you need a reading, when you need someone to listen to you, when you just want to talk? Yeah, you do. So when I ask you for something, I need it, or you need to get out my space. There's no room for you here.
Exactly.
And that's how we have to be at a collective. Like, I know that that Chicago movie was fucking stupid, but the concept of it was valid. What was that? We not having sex with men until they get it together. The concept of it is very valid. You have to have confidence in yourself to get what you need done.
That shows that how much power we hold, though. You know what I'm saying?
We do. We hold all the power. They came out of us, and they spend the rest of their life trying to come back in us.
Yes.
Why don't you use that? And I'm not talking about use that in a city girl's way, but use that to empower them and empower you. Because I don't never ask for nothing crazy. I ain't asking for money or nothing. Chirac, that's what it was called. I don't be asking for no shallow shit or no city girl shit. Everything I ask for, they know coming from like good intentions. I have a cosmic convention coming up. Listen, what you gonna do? Because you've been in my space all 365. Y'all know August 26th is the Cosmic Nobody Convention. So how are you contributing? How am I getting the reciprocation of my feminine energy? You got all 365.
Right.
Let me know. That's how you have to move. Goddesses, that's how y'all have to move. There's no there's no level to this shit. There's no spectrum. There's no individuality, and that's not how I know. There's none of that. You go ahead and be an individual if you want to. You're gonna get trampled over. That's why there's so many, different individuals with all these traumatic experiences. I was trying to be a softie in a room full of masculine energy. It didn't work. Yeah,
now you gotta be yourself, baby.
It didn't. You gotta be yourself. That energy in the inside that be going the fuck off. Yeah, that's what you gotta be on the outside. You just gotta have the beauty of us being in the physical world is it's not just the inside that's going on. Because when it was just the inside going on, whatever was going on the inside was on the outside. You feel me? I could only imagine how I was when the inside was on the outside. But like now that we live in this multiple dimension faceted world, the inside is inside and the outside is outside. And there's a facilitation system between the inside and outside. And that's where discernment comes in. So on the inside, I know what kind of energy I need to have in response to this masculine energy around me. But great, thank God we have this facet of this system that's going to put the discernment on how it's going to come out on the outside to where I'm going to give you the energy that you need to have as a masculine person and however this energy exchange is going. At the same token, I'm going to be respectful and loving, and I'm still going to be feminine in your space.
Right.
It's a balance. It's an art. It's a science and an art at the same time. And some people don't have it, unfortunately. I'm sorry. You're probably a melanated NPC, but it's something that I feel like every goddess should have and should be practicing and aligning. Definitely. That's how we're going to get it done. And that's what we're being called to do. And that's why you see, I don't want to go to the generalizations on statuses, but you do see like a lot of the youth statuses, their podcasts and shit, them saying that, why do men treat us like this? I love hard. I love hard. That's the problem. You loving hard in a space where that hard love, that ain't what gets them going. Loving hard is what gets women going. So when you in a circle of your sisters, that's when you get the I love hard, I care hard. Because we be the ones with the wombs having the babies and holding everything and being the first teachers. We need to love hard. We need to love each other hard. Women be quick to cut off women. I don't have a lot of women friends. I don't like to be around women. But then turn around and give that love that they're supposed to be giving to the sister circle to men and then get upset that it's not being received correctly. That's not the love that's supposed to be given to them.
Yeah.
They don't know how to receive that shit. And it's an art. It's an art. It's an art. I feel like what I just said went over somebody's head just now. It's an art, bro. I love these men out here. And I love my sisters. And the love that I give both circles is different.
Yeah. It's definitely a different type of energy, though.
It's different. And it's supposed to be.
Can't be relaxed around the men, though. You can be like that with your sisters, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on your toes with your men.
Yeah, y'all be want to have best friend male friends that y'all can walk around in y'all bra and panties with. Like, this is my best man friend. I don't got no girlfriends. You can't do that with no man, bro. That's women love. That's slumber party shit. We over here chilling, talking about shit going on. You trying to have conversation with the dude and then wonder why he didn't remember what I said. That's not for
yeah, because he was looking at that ass.
What are you talking about? You need a girlfriend. What are you doing? And you know, I be saying that to my male partners, like, bro, go chill with your bros, because I'm not your bro. You're not going to love me like you love your male friends. You're going to be very disappointed. I ain't that. This ain't that. You finna be bored. You don't want to be loved like no man, so stop loving them like they're your girlfriend. It doesn't work that way.
Hell no. It's like, don't you got some female friends to go play with?
Right. Like, what? I don't want to watch this. I don't want to listen to that. Like, get out my face. I want to go chill with my friends. And that's why women be mad. Like, he not always chilling with his friends. He has a healthy balance. You don't, sis. Go outside.
Yeah.
Our women, we need to have our goddess retreat.
We need to have a class.
We do. I think because we're so blunt, I think our class would like be really good for a lot of people. Because like, let's just be honest here.
They have some form of workshop. What are we gonna call it?
Keeping it real. When keeping it real goes great.
Workshop. Keeping it real workshop. On our syllabus, we're gonna have
men come on and tell us how they would like to be loved. And then we'll have women come on and tell us how they would like to be loved.
Oh, didn't we have a discussion
so that you can see the difference?
Oh yeah.
You said no, don't do that. Extended. You can't learn y'all secrets. We gotta keep guessing with y'all.
Yeah, Venus version extended. That's what it is.
Venus version. Oh, I like that.
Venus version extended.
Mm-hmm. With your Venusian spirit.
It's canceled.
You said that's canceled?
Damn.
That's cold.
Ain't no man gonna come up there and tell y'all the truth. Okay.
Why y'all like lying so much?
No, not lying. They just don't know. Most of them. 85% of them don't know.
That sounds valid.
85% of them don't know. 10% of them capitalize off the 85% that don't know. 5% do know. And they sound crazy than a motherfucker to the overwhelming populace.
Especially on them podcasts. They sound wild good.
You know what? Music Soul Child said a whole lot with that song.
He did.
Yeah, how come it seems like R&B singers be having all the answers? Like Neo and Dream wrote hella songs.
They ain't got no answers. They know how to sing.
True,
they
know how to write.
Either they wrote them or somebody wrote them and they sung it. They know how to, get the product to market. That's all. That song sounds so good.
Single, but he writes the best love stories.
Girl, I'm so lost. How was he lost though?
They are afraid because most women don't.
That's a bar.
I be trying to listen. You know what happens? I travel sometimes.
Can't listen.
Like
when you're not safe,
stories.
When you're not safe and secure, you can't hear any fucking thing.
Oh yeah, you know what?
When you gotta fend for yourself, when you gotta do for yourself, like so. This is the other part where I said cancel. Until you at a level where you can, when you are safe and secure, you're not worried about food, clothing, and shelter. Then you can talk about love. You can't talk about love if you're starving.
Okay, so we're gonna.
If you're in fear for your life,
we gotta touch the root chakra before we touch the heart. You right.
Yeah, you gotta deal with the first stuff first. So
you gotta start from the bottom on up.
Anything that's said about that in that space would be a wish. It would be a fantasy. It would be something that's not tangible because you didn't have no actualization about it. When they asked Asada Shakur about freedom, she said, "You asking me about freedom?" She said, "I can only share with you my vision because I've never been free." You see what I'm saying? So an idea of love, what would it be? It would be, they'd be like, "Oh, y'all be romanticizing everything. Like, oh, that's that Roman stuff." Like, nah, you taught the world what love is, and then the world brought it back. with no context. They don't know what the fuck that is. You see what I'm saying? So this infatuation and if I can't have you, nobody can have you. That's not in your fucking nature. There's nothing loving about that. There's no love. But if you fear for your life and you in a state of not being secure, remember we talked about non-secure versus secure attachment? Yeah, you're willing, you're open to receive this thing that's on the next level. So if somebody's not providing you that love, you've never seen that love before in your life. You in occupation, you in fight or flight mode, you in this constant space of trying to find a place where your heart not beating fast, your adrenaline not pumping. You're not in a fucking war zone in your mental, in your spiritual space. What the hell are you talking about love for in the physical world? What does that mean? You know what that means? It gets relegated back to what our enemies define as love. You know what they love? What they own, what they operate, and what the fuck they control. And when it gets out of line, they beat it until it's no longer of use to them, and then they destroy it. They consume it. You see what I'm saying? This is why they say consumers. So if you're not in those spaces to actually look how long it took you to love yourself. How the fuck you gonna love somebody else? You see what I'm saying? If it took you 3 decades to try to love yourself, how long you think it's gonna try to take for you to love somebody else?
Hey, I've been loving myself since day one. I don't know about y'all.
I'm experienced.
I'm never said no problem. Take that over there. Sometimes I don't listen to myself, but sometimes I don't listen to y'all neither.
So most of the populace is what I'm saying.
There's 3 decades of experience.
They don't love themselves. They don't love themselves. They don't love nothing that they create. You understand what I'm saying? They give it away. They don't invest in it. They don't protect anything that they create. They don't nurture anything that they create. They just give it away. Like, oh, I had a child. Let me take it to this daycare center. Oh, I had a child. Let me take it to this. Let me take it. Let me give it away. And I'm wondering why this beautiful God species that I gave birth to is coming back to kill me with that God energy because I never took the time to love it because I don't love me. You understand what I'm saying? In that precious movie, I despise every fucking morsel of that fucking movie. The mother said to the girl, who was gonna love me? She said, who was gonna love me? You understand? Like she asked that question, like, who was going to love me? I just seen that movie with Tiana Taylor and the young brother.
Oh, on Amazon. Oh,
yeah, what is it? 1,000?
1,000 something.
That shit is so wild. The shit is so wild. If you ain't see it, I don't want to spoil it for you.
I ain't seen it yet.
You did a good job.
What's it called?
The twist in it is so wild. It's back to the same question, like who is gonna love me? And this is the dysfunction that they're showing.
Now,
see, this is the dysfunction that they're showing to vilify black women. You see what I'm saying? And bastardize black children. So this is a space that they're showing. They're showing this space. So this is the space that you draw from. You draw strength from you have an attraction to that. You attract that to you. And you want to create that cycle. You want to continue to perpetuate the same fucking cycle. You know, that Willie Lynchism that folks say, oh, the letter was fake. The behavior is real. The mentalities are real. That malice that you have in your heart. When you look at your brother, you see what I'm saying? That shit where you see your sibling or you see your brother or your sister doing well and you don't congratulate them, you look for a way to tear them down. You look at them with malice and hatred in your heart. You can't embrace your brother and sister. You ain't taught love in your house. Love ain't reinforced in your household. What you think you're going to do after you just change your big age? You change your age, you unleash that shit in the world. The hate you gave little infants fucks up everybody. Thug life. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is it. This is the hate you gave. This is the hate you give. So this is supplanted in your arrival, from your arrival to your departure from the physical world. Ain't no time for no loving. You can't even see. You never even seen yourself. You never seen yourself to look at yourself to have no damn love. But I tell you what could be attractive. Y'all seen that movie City of Gods? That dude Lil Z.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Z was a warrior,
Mm-hmm.
but he was with a brother that balanced him out. He was all love, like he was there with him for the war stuff, but he had love. So instead of him embracing his brother with the love that he had in his heart, because he went and tried to love for a second, and the girl was like, "I ain't got no time for you." What's the opposite of love? Hate. You see what I'm saying? So he rather be feared and hated, and that's what was necessary for the town, but that wasn't what was necessary for him. He never been in an instance where he was taught love. He was a laughing stock until he started busting them pistols. So he got that work put on him, and then he told him, "Don't ever violate this oath that you took right here." So he was untouchable. And as soon as he violated that oath, he was touchable. And then the little kids did him in. You see what I'm saying? The same little kids he was terrorizing at the beginning of the movie came back with that vengeance at the end. So this is that mind of God in regards to these things. When you violate, when you're in violation, this shit come to roost. He had a chance. He could have had and welcomed that love in his life, but that wasn't his purpose. His purpose was to put this in a position, and they said revolution is in the hands of the young. So who was back controlling the streets? The same youngsters that was controlling the streets from when they was young. Mm-hmm. So you had it for a time. It ain't forever. So when you infuse those things, you have to look at love in that sense. Mm-hmm. So what's necessary? What's your purpose? What's your duty? What's your responsibility? In the space, love will keep you alive. In the space over here, love will get you killed. So just being mindful about what that is and who we're dealing with and how that's supposed to go. But all of these things are supposed to be done in regards to defense, in regards to protection, in regards to building, in regards to nation building. All these fucking buzzwords we're supposed to use supposed to be out of a spirit of love. But that love has to be cultivated and demonstrated and nurtured. It can't be neglected. It can't be benign. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, no. Love is like on the lowest and the highest rung, and we're not near neither one.
I still love y'all. I've been loving myself for over 30 years. I love y'all. Because I love y'all.
You an anomaly, okay? You an anomaly.
My dad named me Unica Monet. My name is Unica Monet. It means what up, Betty. I'm random as shit out here.
I have nothing but love to give. Well, you can't. There's the other side though, but you know.
There's a balance for it.
Right.
So
you're absolutely right. We do
that love is yes and that love is no.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So they got to be okay with both. They got to be okay with both. And if they're not okay with both, they're gonna have a hard time in life.
I think we have a lot of separated things. Like it's a lot of Black farmers out here, and there's different articles, magazines that talk about them. I think one thing I could say about like the other side of the fence is these different business CEOs or whatever the fuck, they have connections between their businesses. Like everything you could trace back to like 3 big umbrellas. You get what I'm saying? You can't do that over here. Everybody's an individual. This is my farm. This is my farm. This is my restaurant. This is my restaurant. This is my store. That's my store. This is, this is my business. This is my business. But you can't come up with a conspiracy theory that says, oh my God, but they're all working together. Because you go back up to, like, that's what we need. It should be a pyramid. It should only be a pyramid. Pyramid schemes are the most efficient schemes out here. You don't get the scheme being an individual. Individuals don't really. Individuals do a lot to themselves on some selfish shit because you're being selfish. You're being very self-centered. So in your reality, you're doing a lot compared to your reality where you started. Shitting on yourself. You've done a lot, but as a collective, You know, he didn't really do that much. Okay. And it comes from coming back to, you know, we need to, you know, be able to put differences aside and at least have like one big umbrella that it all sits under. Like you have all these corporations in America, but it still comes up to the biggest corporation of them all, which is America. That's why you say, oh, why does the government, first of all, why are we still calling them what they're not? But why does the government always make sure the banks and the corporations get kickbacks? They don't care about the people because you're still calling it a government. That's why you're like you don't even know what you're talking about. That is the umbrella of the corporations. Of course, they're going to help each other. They're not here for you. They service you. That's why you have to pay for. Why do I got to pay to do this? Do this? Do this? Do. You're paying for their business. You're paying for their service. That's why when you go off grid, you don't pay for that shit because you're not paying for their service. And then you also no longer have access to it. That creates a certain level of accountability and responsibility.
Right, and a lot of people don't want to have that accountability neither.
They don't. They don't. Thank you. They fucking don't. No. So to complain about how these corporations have built something for them to survive on that has absolutely nothing to fuck to do with you. This is literally them doing the best that they can. That's why the water is dirty. The fucking pipeline system is nasty as shit. They have these nasty ass senior care systems. They have you in nasty systems from infant care to senior care. Okay. The public school system shit. This is literally them doing the best that they can for themselves. And we just are so fucking adamant about infiltrating their shit. Yeah, they came over here. We went back and forth in war. Do you really think little Timmy and Tommy want to go to war with our kids? My kids, these kids don't even listen to us.
God damn, Shadow.
Do you really think little Timmy and Tommy over there that cry over little thing, every little fucking thing, really want to go to war with our fucking kids? They don't even want to come in our kids' neighborhoods. They just want to watch them on TV.
Oh yeah, rap they verses.
Yeah, that's all they want to do. They don't want to come
like them on Roblox.
So, I mean, this is the perfect opportunity, and they've always been like that. I just, you know, it's just a lot of like, you know, different individual things, and then it's also like the miseducation of our story. The miseducation of our story that is so warped that we don't realize that we're still in the same reality. Just like you said, what was it, 35 states have slavery? The slavery never ended. It's our perception of what slavery used to be. It's literally the same thing it is today. But because of how it's been taught to you, it's been taught to you in this fucking fantastical way that you can't even fathom the fact that the slavery back then is literally the slavery of today.
Yeah, we're just getting wages for it now.
It was the same shit. It was the same shit. You could buy your freedom. People bought their freedom.
Yeah.
People bought people bought their children, their wives and stuff. That's why, you know, some people say, oh yeah, we had slaves. Yeah, it was your family members. Congratulations. Like, you know, and then some people actually did have slaves, you know, some people have white slaves. Like it was literally the same way it is today. So, but like that is very brain breaking for people because we've been watching Roots. We've been watching all the other movies that are like Roots. We saw Florida Evans get shot on her porch. Like so much has happened that has convinced us that slavery looks like this crazy shit that makes absolutely no sense. Because how the fuck was we inventing shit and doing all this innovative shit and we was like so like this all day long, like how they try to show the Jews in the Holocaust. That's how they try to make us seem. How you gonna make us seem that way when we bigger than y'all? Our babies are born bigger than your babies. Our kids grow faster than your kids. Our kids are smarter than your kids. That's why
I don't know, sis. I don't know white folk babies be big as hell though. They be looking like they about 2 years old coming out the womb though.
You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. And we was bigger back then because we were more connected to the land. We was the farmers. Our hands was bigger. Our feet was wider. We wasn't wearing them fucking shoes that we got now that scrunch our feet up. You know, we were bigger people back then compared to who the fuck they were. So you really wanted me to convince me that like what's going on, like that y'all just had us like this. Oh my God, like you're not gonna convey. You're not. Maybe you had a couple of them like that.
I think we had a larger
out there, But to think that you had us like that as a whole, and then to when I go outside and I see all the indigenous people outside and how they behave, and you want me to think that that's the energy that y'all had like this? No. The people that live on my street, no. The people I live in the house with, no.
I'm saying, like, we had more heart. You know what I'm saying?
No
our hearts
way.
were big.
No way.
Our hearts were a lot bigger then. You know,
y'all wasn't doing that shit.
No, but that's what they like to preach, and that's what they like to teach. You know what I'm saying? In order to, program that frightened sense in you. You know,
Is there any?
Scared.
I don't particularly know. Is there anywhere in history where they talk about the origin of the white man? It's the caveman shit, right?
The caveman shit, the monkey, but no, that's everybody. What they include.
Oh, that's
they
everybody.
always portray a white man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's always a white guy in the book.
Yeah, because look at monkeys and shit. They are white with.
You
black
said no, right? Yeah, no.
They're white with black fur.
Yeah.
And thin lips.
I mean, if there was evolution, then there would be no more monkeys.
But they always called us monkeys though, and shit. They always called us what the fuck they said about themselves, how they evolved from
that's
that
what,
to that.
That's what all my dialogue been about. These niggas not smart. What they talk about?
Like,
all
yeah,
the
they're
shit
supposed
that
to
they
think
do is
humans
literally
like,
for
yo,
them.
bro, because they have the same type of digits that we have, and like, but their hands look just like their feet. They look just like this on their feet. We don't look like that.
So these niggas was cavemen, and then somehow they got the knowledge to civilize the world, and everybody else around the world was uncivilized cavemen.
Well, nah, what happened was exactly how the picture portrays. They were walking furry ass monkeys, then they kept on walking until one day somebody was like, oh, I want to try to get up on 2 feet. Then the monkey got up on 2 feet. Then when he's got to get on 2 feet so long, okay, all right, I want to shed this fur. Then he started shedding his fur, and then he started looking like the caveman from the Geico commercials back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
All right. Then they were living in caves because I guess their fur won't keep them warm, you know.
And then they ate the apple and realized they was naked.
Yeah, just like that. Eventually. And then they started mating with each other.
And then that's when they started making coats. And then they started. When did they start building the boats to go around to civilize people? That's when they ate the apple. So when they ate the apple,
they had to go outside.
The clothes came on their bodies, like the Cinderella shit. And they got all this knowledge, and they were like, "Oh, we got to spread this to the world."
Yeah. So now we got to move to Europe first. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And write the King James version, and we got to bring that shit to Africa.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to teach them niggas who Jesus is.
Okay, so at this point where wait, rewind, because remember we talked about the history of the maps. We gotta talk about the map real quick.
Nah, they skipped over that.
Because when they was in the caves, what the map looked like? What are we talking about? PNG here? Are we talking about before PNG?
The world is the globus,
and America is the biggest, right?
Look, sis, they were communicating with the aliens, and then the aliens told them what the map looked like from above.
Did the aliens make the apple?
Yeah.
All right. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Because that's the SIM chip that's in the Apple phone now, and they eat it.
Yeah. It represents the death and fall of man. Okay.
Yep. Again, doing it again in technology form.
So when Jesus ate it, it represented knowledge and life.
Jesus ate the apple?
Jesus ate an apple too.
Jesus Christ. Why he eat the apple? How come nobody blames Jesus but everybody blame Eve?
Because they always have to go back on what the hell they said.
Is that why they always offer apples to teachers? Because teachers have the wisdom of the Garden of Eden?
Yeah. Exactly.
Ooh.
That's why, we didn't get to get into it, you know what I'm saying, on the episode or whatever. But I did my research on the app. I had, my shit ready for the apple or whatever. So yeah, the representation of the apple was death and the fall of man when it was in the Garden of Eden or whatever, which we don't really know was really an apple, but people started saying that it was an apple. And think about it, Snow White ate an apple. She died.
That bitch went to sleep though.
It still was like a death though.
She didn't.
You know
She wasn't woke.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, usually you eat the apple, you
There
woke.
you go. She was
But
like
she
a
was
death
the
though,
opposite because she was a white woman. The apple only good for the melanin.
Okay. The Wizard of Oz. What the trees threw at Dorothy when she tried to pick one? An apple. Then they chastised her about it.
Oh well.
Yeah. You can't have this tree. You can't have this fruit from the knowledge.
You gotta stay dumb. You gotta stay young and dumb, sis.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, message.
Hey, where Damon Wayans at when we need him?
Right.
No, my bad. That was Keenan. My bad. That was Keenan.
It was.
Either one of them would do. Yes.
We gotta have more history lessons like that, like little history shorts.
Look. We come up with our book of biblical stories. You know what I'm saying? Our own audio.
The hood rat version, okay? The make it make sense version. Yeah, the hood rat version. That's
right. The indigenous version.
Everything that y'all just said is in the Bible in Genesis chapter 6.
Mm-hmm.
So between Genesis chapter 6 and the lessons that were there, I mean, you could break it down. I mean, it's written. So this is why when the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote the book, Message to the Black Man in America, he was talking to the black man in America. He wasn't talking to everybody. They're like, oh, that's not real Islamic teaching. Yeah, it was Islam for black people in America, not no place else.
Very intentional.
Right, and he was welcome everywhere in the Islamic world.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Farrakhan is, because he didn't have to change anything. He had to change the people. He had to show a nation within a nation. He had to build up responsible black men, women, and children. So that was a duty and responsibility. What was the first thing? He had to destroy the superiority complex hold that these white motherfuckers had over their heads as they appeared supreme. So the first thing that a student learned in enrolling in that psychological process is who he was. Who was the original man? Now, after I deal with that, I could deal with who's the colored man. But before that, I have to detoxify you 1 meal a day, 1 meal every 3 days. During the Great Depression, where people was eating rats and each other and all this other shit, the laborers, they had to work on themselves. They had to work on themselves. They had to work on the hole that the slave masters had on their head, on their heart, and on their actions. So he had to detoxify them. He had to have them reading and writing again. You see what I'm saying? Committing things to memory and books and no longer being a people of sport and play. He said that in the 1930s that our people are people of sport and play. So in 2023, are they still a people of sport and play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All they want to do.
What the last poet say? And niggas will party and bullshit.
Yeah. Even our
Biggie used it. Right.
Yeah.
Biggie used the song again. You see what I'm saying? They used it. So many people that they use it over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Because they was talking about niggas are scared of revolution.
They are.
You know, so these were all of these things in regards to these sentiments.
They waiting for the opponents to get right. If
the psychology that Malcolm was talking about, the house Negro versus the field Negro, was the psychology. It wasn't the people.
Mm-hmm.
See, we operated militaristically until now. So if you was in the house, you were subtly suggested to be in the house. Militaristically. So if you was in the house, you was sitting in the house. Mm-hmm. There could be no difference between the house and the field. Want to know why? Harriet Tubman was in the house. Nat Turner was in the house. So if they sent you in the house, you were sent in the house to gather intel and to spread misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
So this tactical advantage that you had in that space was to gather intel and to spread misinformation. So now we're using house Negro and field Negro interchangeably as if there's a distinction between the two when we don't know the sacred science. And y'all going to go see people, and this is how they're referring to you. Like you go spend, thousands of dollars for somebody to degrade you and to disrespect you and to berate you. And you won't pay $1 for somebody to help you heal. Because it's easier to spend that money and to think that this detriment is fair seeming to you and that the healing is going to hurt.
Right.
Because if you ever got a wound and it's healing, it hurts. So that shadow work and that transformation work that y'all be doing, it hurts.
Right.
But it's healing. It don't feel good. It don't taste good. It's not attractive. You see the things that's painful to you, the things that are killing you, designed to make you feel good while it's killing you.
Right.
Right.
So you look good while you're destroying yourself from the inside out. You don't feel good. You feel awful.
Right.
But in your mind, you're in some space where you're numb. So it's just there. You're like, all right, I don't feel nothing.
Right.
Yeah. And this is what we're witnessing. And this is why they put that on display. They put destructive behavior on display and they hide transformation.
That's for God.
So tell us about the convention before we go. Please, pretty please. Pretty please. Because I was talking about it all night so eloquently and so fly. Can you tell us about the convention?
Of course. The Cosmic Milk Bodies Convention is an annual event for healers by healers where we award our creators for their energy that they have created all 365, which that pretty much is the main event. Throughout the event, this year is actually going to be condensed to one day, August 26th. And on that day, we will have the flatter battle. So if anybody's interested in participating, that's a battle rap league where the goal is to uplift your opponent. Then the second one is the Virgo Virgin Talk. We're going to be having our season finale
finally
having our season finale, which is going to be history leaders of today. If anybody's interested in being a performer during the podcast or being on the panel, we are still looking for panelists. And then the main event is the award show. We are still in nomination phase, so if you want to nominate anybody for the award show, that's cool. We have categories from like podcasters to community builders, writers, actors, DJs, all different categories. So if you know anybody that's been healing, that the whole goal is to have your content be around healing. Like if you're a good creator, a good business owner, that's cool. But is your business around healing and uplifting the community? That's the only way you're gonna get an award here at the Cosmic Milk Bodies Convention. So some of you guys be nominated. Y'all not gonna receive your nomination because you don't qualify. Sorry.
I won an award. I'm so happy I won my award.
Cause y'all about the community. Y'all about healing. Y'all about uplifting. You're looking at 3 award winning, Cosmic Milk Bodies right here. All 3 of us.
Hey. I won an award too.
Okay. you won like 2, 3 of them.
I don't know. I only got one, so I don't know how many I won.
You only got one? That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, so you must got another one coming.
Nobody beat me. So I know nobody beat me. So I don't know what happened.
I don't know. We got to nominate Virgo Virgin Talk too. We ain't put Virgo Virgin Talk into the nominations.
Oh yeah, I mean we still in nominations. The 2023.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't even supposed to be in the category. Y'all just supposed to be honored. Okay, y'all supposed to be honored. Fuck a nomination.
True, but we're gonna put ourselves in the category too. We go podcasters.
my year anniversary is around that week, so we're gonna have to collaborate on something. I have to do an award, not an award show, but an anniversary show.
That sounds cool. I'm with it.
I think I intend on
where we celebrating Virgo Virgin Talk.
That's fine.
At the anniversary show.
I'm perfectly fine with people, coming and staying for a few days. The goal is to get a collective Airbnb for those who plan to stay for the weekend. And you know, other people, if you plan to come out, you come out. I can't tell you not to get an Airbnb or a hotel room or a flight. You know, you can make your own fucking weekend.
I definitely was going to look into booking, you know, a hotel
area.
room if an Airbnb wasn't going to.
You sleeping in the woods? Fuck that.
It was going to be costly.
I would love to sleep in the woods. That's actually what I wanted.
Where my hammock at?
I was gonna meet y'all over there, but I was gonna go camping the night before.
We gotta get mosquito nets and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, fuck that.
Bear traps.
I had an amazing time. I didn't need no bear traps. It's a campsite around my way. Cause that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna sleep out, do my little seances and stuff the night before, and I'll see y'all Saturday morning.
I never really had a camp out, so I never slept outside. So that experience would be pretty dope. If I come down on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, well, we have the awards on Saturday or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice. We would have a good time.
I'm gonna trap a little non-human and hang it from a tree.
I got a goddess that does shroom trips. Like she's a what do you call those people? Stewardess. She helps people take flight. And I've been trying to beg her, like, please come guide
with the hookup.
Me and my friends. So if I beg her hard enough, maybe we could do that one. But I know some other people too if she don't pull through.
I've never taken a shroom yet. Oh yeah. So.
No, you're gonna have a good time. The last
convention, taken it yet. Still haven't, because I wasn't in a space to where I felt like I wanted to or I was comfortable enough to do so. You know, now I'm ready.
You're gonna feel comfortable.
What's the date for the?
It's August.
For the convention.
The Cosmic Nobody's convention is August 26, 2023. This is the last Saturday of August. This is always the Cosmic Nobody's date. Yeah, be in the Virgo energy, definitely.
Yeah.
So if I book
big Virgo, you said the 25th,
the 26th.
Oh. If I book a Thursday,
why y'all ain't doing on Michael Jackson's birthday?
The 27th.
Because it's not the Saturday.
I'm gonna mind my business. We're gonna do
next
something.
year. Next year it'll be on Michael Jackson's birthday.
Okay, then bam. So can we do something on Michael Jackson's birthday?
Absolutely. Yeah, we can have like a. I don't know. We got to cook something up for the MJ joint.
The Do the Knowledge Radio. Build a.
So is the.
So you want to do the podcast for the 2024 convention? Virgo Virgin Talk got the 2023. Is Do the Knowledge going to be the featured podcast?
That would be fly.
That would be fly.
I'm saying this year is my 8th year anniversary, and my 8th year anniversary is that week.
Yeah.
I started on the 25th of August, but my first show.
And our event is the 26th.
We're going to give you an honor.
We're going to give you recognition for that if you win your award.
So you're gonna be doing those in Jersey this year?
I gotta do my build anniversary over there. We gotta hook that up.
All right.
Gotta hook that up.
I got a guy.
Oh, I was about to say something right now, but I'm gonna wait. Tell the people how to reach you before we go. Tell the people how they can reach you before we go, because we gotta get
you can reach
I gotta tell y'all something before y'all go.
Okay. You can reach me at Let's Nobody's Business LLC on Instagram or letsnobodies@gmail.com. If it's anything regarding the convention, Cosmic Nobody's Convention, Cosmic and Convention spelled with K's, is K and K. Cosmic Nobody's Convention @gmail.com or at Cosmic Nobody's Convention on Instagram. That's what it is. And then you see my name right here. If you just type my name in Google, everything that I do is going to pop up. And you'll see how to reach me. That's it.
How you can reach me is at bodyandyoni.com, Body and Yoni Essentials on Instagram, and Body and Yoni Essentials on Facebook, or Danielle Combs on Facebook. I am the Unk on Instagram. Holla at me. And catch me on Virgo Virgin Talk.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you nominate your healers. Get your tickets for the convention. Come meet us in the physical so we can build. I know so many people out here I would love to align everyone with. Jersey has a lot of great community builders out here, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking at the hotels right now. Like, yeah. Ben Salem, where is that?
You want to